Wagwan guys, and welcome back to Abby's phenomenal, amazing, beautiful, gorgeous, peng as. She doesn't know why lads haven't hit up her DM for 24 hours morning show. I'm kidding, guys. Welcome back to the M A S Ep show. I'm your host, Abylicious, and yes, I know I've got ice cream. I don't have a cup of tea in my hand. I don't have a bottle of Lipton iced tea. I don't have a bottle of water, even though it is here. But yeah, I have Ben & Jerry's cookie dough switch up, which is basically cookie dough and Oreo. I haven't tried this. Well, I did try it yesterday, but honestly, this is now above cookie dough. When I was younger, I never used to like any of Ben & Jerry's except chocolate fudge until the start of this year when I started liking cookie dough. So now it goes this one, cookie dough, then Ben & Jerry's. But literally, I found it in Tesco's. It's not Asda, but it's in Tesco's, and it's peng. Honestly, peng. If you do see me though, with this in my hand and without it, it's because I would have put it back in the freezer. Cause ice cream doesn't stay like this for 24 hours. Here, do you guys remember when your parents would go, "Here comes the choo-choo train, chugga chugga chugga"? And yes, I know my parents aren't here, and I said they would be in in these episodes, but sadly they're downstairs celebrating for some reason. But I have actually got some topics for you guys. So I ain't going to just not talk. So my first topic, it's another For You page topic on my TikTok. Again, guys, it's happened again, but it's not Draco Malfoy. It's not Harry Potter. It is now anime. Yes, guys, the anime group fandom has now entered my For You page and it's now taken over it. Even though there are some popular TikTokers that do pop up now and again, and some legacy videos and all that. But no, it's now anime TikTok for me now, and it might be like that for a month. But the thing is, I'm not complaining. Even though I might be talking about it now as a sort of topic, I'm mostly not complaining because at least it's getting me to rewatch my animes. Guys might look at me and go, "Wait, she actually likes anime?" And she'll look like she's a weeb. I've got evidence. So in 2015, unless you count Pokemon as an anime, I don't know. Put in the comments below if you count Pokemon as an anime, because if you do, then I've been watching anime since since 2007 or 2006. But if not, I've been watching anime since 2015, and so far, well, what it says here in my journal, because I write down all the animes I've watched, I've watched 80, but because I've been on again off again writing them down, these aren't my full, I've got a bit of a cold, but those aren't all the animes that I've watched. I've watched more than just 80. I've probably watched over 100, even though most of them I've watched on Netflix, but some of them aren't on Netflix anymore. Some of them I haven't actually watched on Netflix, I've watched it on other websites, but with that, I've watched, like I said, I've watched over 100, and because there's only 80 in there, it's because I stopped writing some of them into the journal, and I've probably forgotten half of them because it's been so long. I've been watching anime for 5 years. Even though I do kind of go on again off again from watching them, I do watch them, but please don't ask me questions about any characters, because I ain't that I have watched them, but I ain't that much of a super fan. Unless you ask me, because I do have top 5 of my favourite animes, which is, I will say my 5 top animes. My first one will be Bleach, because that was my first, if you don't count Pokemon, that was first ever anime I watched on Netflix. My second one, oh come on, I rehearsed this, that means I remember. Okay, I will tell you. Okay, my last one is Attack on Titans. My fourth one is Durarara. My third one is Black Butler. Yeah, my second one is Tokyo Ghoul. There we go. Those are my 5 top animes. So my second topic is this week. So I went to college for just Tuesday. That was it. And I've been off because I've had a slight cold. when I came back from college on Tuesday, I did kind of like have this little cough. But when I went to sleep on Tuesday, I should have went downstairs and got myself a drink, but I didn't. So I woke up with like, you know, the most driest and scratchiest throat in the world. So and I was like coughing, and I was like, okay, I don't think I'll be able to go on Wednesday. So then Thursday came along, I started coughing again, and then I started getting runny nose. So I was like, I'll be fine, it'll be fine. Friday came along, I couldn't go. Like I started coughing when I wake up. My eyes watering and my nose was running. I was like, oh, okay. So, and my mum was like, okay, we'll just see how you do, cause I had like a late morning class for my college. But when it came near the time, I was like, I can't. I will literally, if I go into college, I'll get sent home straight away. So I'm not good. So I'm not gonna like risk maybe getting sent home for like 14 days, so I could rest and I could be all better by next week, and I can go in. Because my college doesn't start on Tuesday, so. But what I've like noticed that throughout this week, since I've been off from college, I've been like, you know, close to myself, I would say, like, you know, getting more, appreciating myself more. Because throughout this like whole quarantine, all that, I have been going through ups and downs of emotions, of myself and my self-appearance and all that. But this week I've actually been sitting down, had a couple of moments, but then I kind of like, you know, went back on it. Really thought of why that happened, and I kind of like, you know, gone, okay. Because now I haven't like, you know, completely gone, oh, whoa, I know what my whole body is, I know how to. No, I've just gotten to the point where I know that I can be like, you know, when somebody says something, I can now be a little less dramatic towards it, and a little bit less, or a little bit less, like, you know, go for this stuff, and like, you know, or just not talking, have that really like, you know, down face, we go. Like that, and don't speak, and it just all goes to silence. So I've kind of like, you know, feel like I've gotten better at that. But, you know, taking some time, and like, you know, because I've had some free time, of course. I mean, that's kind of like, you know, helped me as well. Start writing my new book as well. So far, I will tell you what the title is. It's called Escape into My Imagination. And it's because I am a person who has too much imagination. Like, even though I overthink, with my overthink, I go into big, massive imagination, and I zone out a lot, to be honest. And whenever I zone out, I always look out a window, but it has to be a window with a view. Because if I zone out and there's no window, I'll just sit there and go, Because that's what I used to do when I was in secondary school. I used to always, like, I would zone out for 5 minutes, don't know what the teacher said, because I'm looking out a window. Imagine like, you know, a whole different new world around me. And one day I would say to myself, okay, scientists should really like, you know, examine my brain, because I need to get more into reality and be less into my imagination, even though I'd rather say my imagination for my whole life. But no, sometimes you need to actually get down to reality and focus. That's what I need to start doing. But at the same time, having your imagination is good. I do feel like what I've just said all there is complete bollocks, a complete shambles, a complete blab. But yeah, and that goes on to my third topic, and it actually popped up on my For You page with the anime thing, where it goes, and it gave me it gives you like 2 options. Would you rather stay in this world and have all the anime powers, or would you like to escape into an anime world? It didn't say I could not have all the anime powers, or I could have no anime powers. It just said you can escape into any anime world. I was like, I'll take that second one instead of the first one, because I'd rather be in a whole new world, except for this one. I mean, 99% of people would say the same. I would say right now, because you would. If you had to choose between your imagination and saying it in a real and saying into this reality, I'm guessing most people would choose their imagination, because even though my imagination, I'd rather want 50% of my imagination to be in this world than the other half, because half my brain is quite dark and weird. But if somebody asked me, okay, what would your ideal world be? I would know straight away. It would basically be a world where there's adventure. You wouldn't have a phone. I'm that person who would go into like medieval times, that like you'll have dragons and you have quests and all that, because that's my ideal world be. It's basically those shows that give you like, you know, wizards and witches and dragons and quests. And I would love that, to live in a world that's mostly landscape with adventures, with going up mountains, going into tunnels, seeing beautiful waterfalls, fighting for quests, saving a princess or a prince, fighting dragons, getting potions from witches to go and defeat a king, take over from, like, that is my exact world. Cause I like adventures. I like to go to different places because I would love to go to different places than just be here. But we had to be, like, you know, non-realistically, I would say my first one would be Adventure Time, because it has it in the title, adventure. Watch Adventure Time. I might not look like a big fan of Adventure Time. I do like it. I'm gonna try and rewatch the seasons again. But honestly, it's the way how it's like, you got Candy Kingdom, you got the Frost King, you got Jake and his tree house. Like, because I have the skin pack, or, well, not skin pack, like, you know, the whole texture pack of Adventure Time on Minecraft, because I bought it for me and my friend to play, because one of my other friends, she loves it. I just love the way how, like, you know, Minecraft have, like, done the Adventure Time, because it's amazing. Mostly when your friend is a full-on like, massive fan of it, and wherever you guys go in the world, she knows every place, and you're like, oh, right. Because I haven't watched it since so many years, I really need to rewatch it. Marvelin. She's my favourite character. I like her story. She is the most loved character. I feel like most people like her character than everybody else. I mean, I don't like Princess Bubblegum, she's a bitch. Mate, did you not get the signs that Finn liked you? Honestly, what a bitch. And I loved Jake. I loved Marvelin, and Jake, and the Frost King. Top favourites. I mean, at the same time, me and my friend, when I got that texture pack for us, it like opens up with the song, Adventure Time, come on grab friends, we go to very distant lands. When that song came on, I don't know why, but I just started creating my own lyrics to it, and now it's became my friends, like, you know, our own, like, you know, title thing. If we ever, like, made a TV show, cartoon TV show just like that. And basically, it might sound a bit thing, but so when hellish time, come on grab your friends, we go to very hellish lands. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't know which ones, but my friend's name, person, and Abby the human. The deaths will never end. It's a hellish time. Literally, that is our theme song. So that's another reason why I want to go to Adventure Time. So that means I can just sing that. I mean, my second world I would love to go to is Bleach. That is my second non-realistic world I would love to go to, because when you die, you can either become just a citizen in heaven, or you can go and be a soul reaper and have a shinigi. Okay, basically a sword, a samurai sword. But with these samurai swords, you can give it its own name, and it becomes something else. I don't know why, but I imagine myself having two samurai swords. Like, I don't have one, I have two. I just know that if I was a sword reaper, if I was some sort of samurai person with had to have a samurai sword, I would have two. Like, and the third place I want to go to is Avatar. Is like Avatar's world, because I mean, who wouldn't? Avatar is a big craze right now. No offense to Legend of Korra and all that. I don't really want to go into your world because, no offense, it looks shit. But the old version, which is like Avatar, you still got the whole like farming and all that, whereas Korra's like Avatar world, hers is more like, you know, manufactured now with all the factories, whereas Avatar, they're just knowing, they're just like, you know, starting to get into the more factory based thing, whereas Korra's world is very advanced. But I'd rather go to less advanced world, because that has more adventure, that has more, you have to get on a bison and fly to places. Like, yes please, I want to get on Appa and go yeep yeep. Even though that episode where it's like Appa's story and he gets lost, I cried. Like, I have videos on on my eyes only on Snapchat. That's just me crying over Appa going, he gets lost. No, he finds him, and then that old man finds him, and he's all hurt at the same time. And mostly when Aang is like, you know, blowing Appa's whistle, and he's like hearing him, and he can't get out. I'm like going, that's like me when you're a kid and you get lost in some sort of shop, and you're like hearing your mum scream, like hearing your mum like looking around for you, and you're also looking for her. And wherever she goes, you go, but then by the time you get there, she's already gone, and you're like, Mom. I think most of what I've, like, you know, said right now, like, I think nearly, like, a relevant topic must have been the very start. Like, all my other topics are absolute bollocks. It's just, well, then again, then again, podcasts are just people talking about things that have happened in their life and all that. Sadly, I have no one to share that with right now. Well, I don't have a co-host yet, but I will when I bring my parents on next weekend, okay? I'm going to force my parents. I'll tell them that I'll give them, like, free wine if they join. Okay, guys, I hope you liked today's video. Still, I hope you guys like the video. Wait 1 second. Yeah. I hope you guys liked this video. Remember to like, subscribe, press that bell button for more updates. Bye. Oh wait, remember to save that shit.